Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite Enerjoe, and today's review is on the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Leader Class Target Exclusive T-Rex. And that's Rex with a W instead of an R. Although his name does have an R, but it's a silent W. Yeah, English can be weird sometimes. So yeah, this is the Target Exclusive Leader Class T-Rex. And here he is in his alt mode, in his beast mode, which is a red with dark bluish, purplish stripes on his back. And it looks pretty good. But let me talk about this character of T-Rex. So if it's not that obvious to those watching, which is okay if you didn't catch it, but T-Rex here is basically a straight repaint of the War for Cybertron Kingdom Leader Class Beast Megatron, as they call it, because they don't want to confuse it with the original Megatron. So that Megatron, this is a repaint of. So, but funny story, well, not really funny, more like interesting, this is not the first time that T-Rex has actually appeared. You see, back in, I believe, 2000 or 2001, during the Beast Machines show, the Beast Machines era, there was a subline in the toys. There was a dedicated subline known as Dinobots, which had a bunch of, as the name implies, dinosaur-themed Transformers. And a couple of them, were repaints of previous Beast Wars figures, one of which was T-Rex, which was, at the time, a repaint of the original Beast Wars Megatron. So yeah, I think that's a very cool little factoid about this character, where this is now, I think, the second time he's made an appearance, so to speak. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but toy-wise, this is the second time that T-Rex has appeared in toy form, at least in his T-Rex form. So yeah, pretty cool. So that aside, let's get on with the actual figure. So here we have T-Rex in his red dino mode, which looks really good. I actually think I prefer this color scheme over the Megatron's purple, but this looks really good. And it's just very well done. Obviously, you can see some seams and stuff, but it's a very, very well done T-Rex. The only thing is that it might just be me. I think the head is a little small. Like, if you compare the head to the rest of the body, it feels like it should be a little bit bigger. I don't know, it might just be me, but I feel that the head on this figure, and this goes for the Leader Class Megatron as well, I feel that the head is a bit smaller than it should be. And yeah, so, as this is the beast mode, I get to talk about articulation. So, the little dino arms are on ball joints. Legs can go back that far, and then forward this far. And the reason why, because there's a interesting system of this piece where it's kind of like on a rail. So it has a pretty decent, it has decent movement. You gotta kind of mess with it a little bit, but yeah. Then you have a bend and swivel at the knee and up and down, as well as a little bit of side to side on the foot. So, what else? The tail can go like a little bit side to side. Can go side to side. Hold on. There we go. The tail can kind of move a little, but the tip of the tail can definitely move side to side. And a little bit of a swivel there. But it's meant to go side to side. That's more for transformation. And then the head, this gloriously, in my opinion, small-ish head. The mouth can open and close. Which, I'm not saying it looks spectacular, by the way. I'm not going to lie. I like that they actually painted the teeth. If you open it up real wide, you can see the little blaster port for his robot mode. The one that they painted the tongue, the teeth. You got these bright yellow, soulless eyes. I mean, I think I would have liked a pupil in there, but that's interesting. But very nicely detailed, so head can move up and down. Also move up another hinge here, even though that's for his robot mode. And he can look side to side. You're going to have to move these panels back here a little bit, but you can move side to side. And and then up and down. So he's actually quite posable, which is very nice. So you can get him in a nice roaring pose. Very cool. But I think I've dwelled on this robot mode a bit, not robot mode, on his beast mode a bit too much, even though it is very nice. So let's get on with transformation. And all I can say about his transformation is that I think getting him into his beast mode is a bit finicky the first time you do it. After a couple times, he's actually pretty straightforward. I think what surprised me is that it has a lot of similar mechanics to the original Beast Wars Megatron, which surprised me. So I guess first step is let's lift this piece up. Same thing on this side. And then we bring this entire thing up and then push it in. And it should click into place. It's like a soft click. So we'll leave it like that for now. And I don't know about you, but this kind of reminds me of Transmetal's, the Transmetal's Megatron. His flight mode, this kind of reminds me of that. I wonder if that was intentional. Okay, so next step, let's go to his belly. And then we gotta rip him open, just take him apart. And then we take this entire assembly, if I remember correctly, we separate it here. You get like a click, there we go. Because there's like a tab, there's like a double tab here that you have to unhook. Bring this up. Rotate you carefully rotate. Hold on. Like I said, it's a bit finicky, but it's not too bad. Flip up the head, click into place, and then you just adjust the arms a bit for clearance. And then when you straighten out, fold this back, and then you clip it into here. Hold on. There we go. I think I got it. There we go. Nice. You get the nice little click there. And then you fold in the legs. On. There we go. You bring them in. You bring in and then push up. Bet. So, sorry about that. So like I was saying, you bring these together. And then you push it up. There we go. And you push it up. Very sturdy click. And as you can tell, he's almost done. Like I said, it's not too bad. So then for this part, you bring, I think you flip this up. You bring this, you fold this in. Oh, no. You have to fold this down. Fold that down. Fold this in. Fold this in. And then you lift this up. And then you fold down the dino arms like so into this little cavity here. Bring that down, fold this down, and the back is done. Now, honestly, let's just finish this off. Lift up, rotate, and then there's a little peg here for you to peg into. Out, around, put it in, and this reveals his sort of side cannons, which was present in the original figure. That's where the missile launchers were. And then you bring this piece down. We have the right arm. Now the left arm is like the only, and then we straighten out the legs. The left arm is the only thing that's really missing. And it's kind of interesting. So first off, you rotate this. And then you come here, separate this. Bring this up. And then very carefully fold this around and over. And reason why I say carefully is because a lot of this rubber, hold on, can kind of cause some foldage like it happened here. I didn't notice this like the first time I did this transformation. So make sure that the rubber pieces go through. There we go, went through, and then fold to finish off the look. Straighten out, and there we have T-Rex in his robot mode, which is basically the red and sort of gray Megatron. And here he is, and he looks really good. Very, very nice robot mode. Let's take a close-up at that head sculpt. And as you can see, yeah, that's his head sculpt. It's basically Megatron's. From what I gathered, they didn't really change anything sculpt-wise, but they just sort of they just repainted the figure, which is fine because I think the original figure was the same thing. But yeah, it's a very nice head sculpt. You got some nice yellow eyes. He has a scowl, like a stoic expression. Interestingly enough, they painted his lips silver, which is interesting. I think that's where the teeth are supposed to be. You know, for his iconic scowl, which apparently there's a figure of this guy out there where he has the teeth showing scowl, or grimace as it's called. So as you can tell, the head is on a ball joint. Arms can go full, with enough clearance, can go full 360, both sides. This arm has a swivel there, bend at the elbow, has an actual hand, which has its own little hinge I can flip up. I don't know what purpose that serves, but it can do that. And then this claw tail just has its own little hinge. Has its own hinge for, you know, grabbing, and obviously this can also turn, but that's from the dino mode. And the other arm has the same thing, swivel there, bend at the elbow, and then open and closing of the mouth, which reveals his blaster fire with his little cannon. Swivel at the waist. Legs can go out that far. If you wanted to go further, you have to remove that, but it has some range. Forward that far, back that far. Swivel, bend at the same knee as the dino mode, and the feet is the same. So yeah, he is quite posable. So yeah, overall, very nice. Oh, and then weirdly enough, it's a carryover from the dino mode, but he does have an extra little hinge here on his shoulder to push it forward. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, overall, very nice figure. Very, very nice, solid figure. Let's go on to size comparisons. Here we have Ratchet, which is Deluxe class, and Cliff Jumper, who is Legion class. He's a pretty good sized figure. He's actually a pretty decently sized leader class. So yeah, overall, solid figure. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think what surprised me most is that the transformation shared a lot of similarities with the original figure. Since I have and I mention that because I have an original, it's sadly incomplete, but I have an original Beast Wars Megatron figure, which was what was it called? A Mega? No, not Mega. Super Class? I think is what it was called. Or Ultra Class. No, it was the Ultra Class Megatron from Beast Wars. I think that's what they called it back then. Yeah, that's what leader classes were called back then. So yeah. Overall, like I said, very solid figure. Highly, highly recommend this guy, or even Beast Wars, or even the future, or that future crossover with Jurassic Park, which it brings me to a funny story, which I'm going to close this video off on. Like I said, overall, like 2 thumbs up, great figure. This figure, as being a Target exclusive, I found him at Target. But I did not find him in the Transformer section. So I went over, I was bummed out that I didn't find him. But then I started looking around a little further, and then I found T-Rex in a very fitting location. I went over to the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World section, and I found him there. So the Target, whatever Target employee, what I'm going to assume is a Target employee, or whoever accidentally put him in the Jurassic Park section, which is fitting considering that this figure is actually getting a repaint into Rexy from Jurassic Park as a crossover between Transformers and Jurassic Park. Yeah, and I'm trying to remember, I think it was called like Tyranno, what is it, Tyrannocon Rex is what it's called, and it looks identical to the it's the same figure, I think, with a different robot head, and the paint scheme and the deco is resembling that of Rexy from the Jurassic Park movies. And he comes with like another like the Jeep from the movie. I think that transforms to a robot called JP93, which is Jurassic Park 1993, which is very interesting. I just wanted to share that story. So yeah, overall, really, really good figure. Like, I am pleasantly surprised with this figure. So yeah, so this has been my review of the Transformers. Oh, and before signing off, here is my special person's Instagram. Check it out if you'd like. There's mine if you're curious. There's hers, which is more important. in my opinion anyway. So yeah, this has been my review of the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Leader Class Target Exclusive. Don't worry, I'm not going to put Target Exclusive in the title, but he is from Target. He's exclusively a Target as of right now. Target Exclusive Leader Class T-Rex with a W, a silent W. And this is Composite Enerjoe signing off. Peace out and be safe.